I've met with different people who offer vocal ministry in different ways. And some people do it with some fire in their spirit. Some people do it with great gentleness and softness. For me, the more that I step into the gift of ministry, the more I need to surround the gift with a good container. Ministry is kind of like standing on the far edge of a limb of a tree. And the trunk is maybe the safe core where I can exist in a storm. But going out on that edge is where I can make change. My name is Johanna Jackson. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm here with JT Dorr-Bremme, who's eldering and holding space. We live in State College in Huntingdon, Pennsylvania, and when we work together, often we work as an elder and minister pair. So JT dips deep into prayer, and I speak from somewhere in the space between us. Eldering is a kind of spiritual grounding and anchoring. It's also known as holding space in some communities. And as someone who carries a ministry or has words to share, I find it's really important to be close to someone who can give me that anchoring and that grounding. Elders are people of many different ages. It doesn't mean that someone is older to be an elder. I've seen young people who have a great ability to listen, take in, filter, and in some ways cleanse the air around them. Something I find satisfying about doing the work of ministry is it's kind of like being a filter with all of this stuff coming around and filtering in. So in my experience, ministry includes taking in a lot of content and then giving back only some of it. For me, as I've started to grow in this gift, there's a lot of times that I feel like I'm taking in too much content and I need to sort of shut the faucet for a little bit, or I'm learning how to have discretion with what I emit from what I took in. So there's a risk of saying too little, and maybe I can miss an opportunity to share something that would be very helpful for someone. And then there's also the chance of saying too much or listening in too much and overrunning when I speak. So when I'm doing my work well, I'm finding the middle ground, and I know what that feels like. But in order to find that middle ground, I need to explore the edges and the extremes a little bit. Following a leading for me has been rigorous and rewarding. It feels kind of like getting ready for a big feast, and there's a bunch of chopping and creating to happen. And then with my community, I have a feast. So getting ready stage, it takes a lot of alignment for me to shift my life in a new direction to follow this leading. Maybe for other people, there's less of a shift. But for me, I needed to let go of some things I really liked doing and pare down and simplify. And what helped me commit to doing that was that I knew I really wanted to say yes to this fire in my heart. And also, it hurt to say no to it. And so it felt good. It felt right. It felt like I was answering something deep within me by chopping all the vegetables to prepare that feast. And now I'm in a stage of enjoying the feast.
Thanks for watching this Quaker Speak video. We release a new video every other Thursday. You can watch all our videos in this playlist here. You can subscribe to our channel by clicking this button here. You can support us through our Patreon here. Thanks again for watching, and have a happy Thursday.